Okay, let's make southwestern egg rolls. You need beans, corn, egg roll wraps, rice that's cleaned, peppers, and onions. I'm using some garlic cubes. And right here, I'm just going to add my olive oil to the pan. And this is so I can put my garlic in there and my onions. So that's what I'm doing right there. You do need beans. You can make your beans ahead of time overnight. If you want to use dried beans, I did use canned beans. And I actually wound up just using 1 can of the black beans. You can use pinto beans if that's your preference. And that's it. So right here, I added the rice. So you want to fry your rice, not toast it, but fry it. So you need to make sure you have a lot of oil in there so it doesn't toast your rice, but fry it. So I'm going to fry this rice and add some tomato sauce to it after the rice is fried. And I'm going to just add this tomato sauce dry to the rice so I can fry this tomato sauce in the rice before I add the liquid. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just frying up the tomato sauce in there. I'm going to add the rest of my seasonings in there in a second. But so since this rice is already hot, I'm going to use hot water for this rice. So this is 2 cups of jasmine rice. And you need 4 cups of water. 4 cups of hot water. So I'm using my tea kettle to do that. And then I used a 1/4 cup of lime juice. That's tomato bouillon cube and chicken bouillon cube that I added in there. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like once the water is in the pan. You need to have this water, put the boiling water in the pan. But you need to have this simmer, boil for 15 minutes before you put your lid on and turn the heat down. So that's what it's doing right here. I also add my lime juice to this. And I just let it, wash it for 15 minutes. Once it's done boiling for the 15, you can do 15 or 10 minutes, depending on how much rice you have. I'm going to put my lid on. So now I'm going to heat up this corn. I got some corn. I have my grease right here. That is peanut oil that I'm using. So I showed you guys that the lid is on my rice. So the lid is on there. The rice is simmering now, and I turned the heat down to heat down lower. And I'm just going to let the rice do what it needs to do. Once this rice has finished cooking for about 20 minutes, I'm going to cut the heat off and leave that lid on the pot. Do not take that lid off the pot. Let that stay on for about 10 minutes. So I'm using some fire roasted corn, as you can see right here. I'm just going to fry that up. And I'm going to add my beans in there. This is my setup here. I have my plate so I can go ahead and start my egg rolls, rolling them. I have my cheese. Now my rice is done. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to fluff my rice up. And I like my rice not to be too dried out, because you don't want to eat the rice dry in the egg roll. You want to keep it have some moisture to it. So right here, I'm just going to fluff this rice out, and then I'm going to add this rice with my corn and beans to make the filling for my egg rolls. So you guys will see that in a second. You see that? You can't keep a stove clean for anything. But that's okay. That's why you clean your stove after you cook, because cooking can be messy. So I'm going to show you guys in a second my beans and rice and what that looks like. And then we're going to add, I have a bowl that I'm going to add the filling into so I can go ahead and start assembling the egg rolls. While I'm doing that, I am going to heat my oil. You need to have that oil nice and hot so it can fry. I like to fry my egg rolls on a harder side. A few of the batches and some of them I will fry them on a lighter side, so then I can just add them in the air fryer. But if you're eating them right then and there, I like my egg rolls. My family, we like it crunchy, so I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm wrapping the egg rolls here. So I'm just showing you, this is flour and water, and I made this into like a liquid paste to put at the end of the egg rolls so they can stay closed. You want to make sure you do that. You have to roll these egg rolls really good and nice and tight, so the filling, because there's cheese in there, does not come out. You don't want your filling coming out in your oil. So you want to make sure you roll them up good. So my oil is ready. So I'm frying them up now, and I'm putting them in the fryer. And I'm going slow with this just so you can see. I'm normally not this slow in putting stuff inside oil, but I'm just showing you this on film so you can, if you're recreating this yourself, or you're new at doing this, you'll be comfortable doing it. So the egg rolls are done. I did 6 egg rolls at a time because my pan is not that big, so I did 6 of them. Here I have my ingredients where I made me a sauce. The sauce came out really well, and this is what my egg rolls look like fresh out of the oil. I made I think I did 3 batches of these. And like I said, it was 6 in each batch. So that was just enough for my family. We ate the rest of the rice and corn on the side. And that was dinner for that day. And I think we actually had some left over for the next day. So yeah, this was dinner for 2 days. So it was perfect for, perfect amount for our side. I used this metal pan, and I'm showing this bowl because if you lay these egg rolls on a like when you do your chicken, you put it on a plate with your paper towel, the heat from it when you put it down is going to moisten the egg rolls, and it's going to make the egg rolls soft. So I put them in this bowl to keep it nice and crunchy. So that's how this is what it looks like, the filling inside with the sauce. So I'm just showing you guys that. But like I said, use this pan, and I'm going to show you how I stand them up just like that to keep them from getting soggy. You don't want your egg rolls to get soggy. And like I said, if you're prepping these to make for like the day before, you can fry them lightly and then refrigerate them and then put them in the air fryer or the oven the next day, and they'll be perfect. And there you go, guys. Save your coins and recreate this. And if you do, leave it in the comments and tell me how you enjoyed this. And please share and subscribe. Thank you.